Hey, in this video, we're going to learn about servlets in Java. So what exactly is a servlet? Well, a servlet is basically a Java class that's processed on the server. So this Java class can generate HTML that's returned to the browser. And you can use servlets to read HTML form data. You can make use of cookies and sessions. At a very high level, servlets are similar in functionality to JSPs. But I'll talk more about that later. So just for now, let's kind of focus on how to build a servlet, and we'll look at some of the coding for it. All right, so with servlets, you're going to process something on the server. So you have your browser, you have your servlet. And what the browser is going to do is basically send a request over to the server. So your Java servlet will execute. And when that servlet is executing, it can generate some HTML content. And then that HTML content will actually be sent back to the browser as a response. So again, we have HTML content that's built on the fly by our Java servlet. And the Java servlet is actually a Java class that runs when we make a call to it. All right, so now you're probably wondering, okay, show me the code. So we can go ahead and look at the code. So here at the top, we start off with our servlet. The first thing we have here is an @web servlet. This is a Java annotation, and we basically give a path for the servlet. So @web servlet / HelloWorld servlet. That's the path for accessing this servlet. Then we create our servlet. And like I said earlier, a servlet is simply a Java class. So we create public class HelloWorld servlet extends HTTP servlet. So whenever we write a servlet, we can override either the doGet method or the doPost method. So for this HelloWorld example, we'll override the doGet method. So the doGet method, it takes two parameters. They pass in a request object and a response object. So when we make use of our servlet code inside of this doGet method, we have three main steps. So the first step is setting the content type. So here we basically tell the browser, hey, I'm going to send you back some data, and this is the type of data I'm sending back. So in this example, I'll say response set content type text/HTML. Then the next step is getting the print writer. So this is a special object that we can get a handle on to actually send data back to the browser. So here I say print writer out equals response.getWriter. Then moving ahead to step 3, we basically just generate our HTML content. And this is very similar to like with JSPs. You simply use out.println and you just give your HTML content. So here I say out.println, I give the HTML body. Then I say out.println hello world. And then I do another println with HR. And then finally here I say out.println time on the server is, and I can drop in new javautil.date. And then I can do a /body/HTML. So basically what this will do is on the fly, it's going to generate an HTML page very similar to the screenshot we have here, and it'll give us the time on the server. And that's the basic idea of a servlet. So again, similar to JSPs in that we generate HTML on the fly, but a tad bit different in that we actually create a Java class first, and then we do an out.println on all of the HTML that we're going to send back to the browser. All right, so this is a lot of good stuff, the HelloWorld servlet in a nutshell. In the next video, we're actually going to try it out and move into Eclipse and start working with it. All right, so I'll see you then.